Hey, hi guys. Yeah, in this session, right? So we'll try to cover some of the comparison operators. So last two sessions we covered data types, variables, and some of the arithmetic operations that we can do in Python, right? So we'll try to cover some of the comparison operators. I'll try to explain what are comparison operators that is available in Python. We'll just go through some of them and see what we can do with those comparison operators in this session quickly. Okay. So yeah, one thing in this VS Code, right? I have that agentic mode is switched on, so that's why we are getting that automatic suggestion from the VS Code. So it's not an issue for us currently, but yeah, it's fine. I always suggest to write the code without any agents. So, yeah, it's fine for now. Yeah, I'll switch it off later. So Karakot, today we'll try to see some of the comparison operators. There are mainly six major type of comparison operators that is available in Python. So yeah, it's basically we studied in school, right? We have greater than and uh, let's avoid this. Yeah, lesser than, right? And greater than or and lesser than equal to, and not equal to. Yeah, these are the major comparison operators that is available in Python. Okay. And if there are any other operators, we can search it in the documentation. But yeah, these are the operators that I want to cover in this session. Yeah, let's go with some examples, right? Basically, greater than we just compares if something is bigger or not. Same thing, lesser than something is smaller or not. Something greater than or equal to. And equal to, we use double equal to symbol in Python. That's how it works. And not equal to, we'll go with exclamatory and the equal to symbol. Okay. Let's take define some variables and use that as an example here. For example, right, I'll just use student scores variables. Okay, okay. Let's say a student is scoring in max exam or any other exam, some value, let's say 85, and passing score is let's say it is 35, right? And we can check if the student is passed or not, right? So if not if, maybe I'll cover the if part in other sessions. I'll just print the values. Okay, uh, as it suggests, right? If the student passed, means if the score is greater than or equal to passing score, because we need to check if the student secured 35 as well, right? The student is passed. So that's why we have used greater than or equal to. So if the score is greater than or equal to the passing score, then it will return true. So the statement itself will return true, right? Okay, let's run it and see, right? Uh, yeah, if you see, right, is the student passed? Yeah, it is true because the score is 85 and the passing score is 35. So obviously it will return true. Let's take the score is 34. Okay, and if you run it, and it will return the student passed is false. Just ignore this one. It just suggests the comments because inline agentic mode is on. It's fine. If the student is passed, yeah, it will return false because the student secures 34 and the passing score is 35, right? And obviously 35, it will return, uh, yeah, it will return true because it is equal to symbol, right? Yeah. Same thing. We can do with other operators. Like, let's say if you want to check if these two scores are same or not, right? Let's take the examples that it suggests itself, right? Maybe, yeah. Is the student failed? Okay, the way of questioning is different, right? The student is failed. Uh, just using a different comparison operator, it's just way of interpreting the question and using the relevant operator, right? If score is less than passing score, obviously it is a failed. It will return true, right? If the score is scored full marks, right? Okay, this is different thing. Let's say the score is 100, right? But the passing score is 35. Obviously, he's passed. But if he's attained the full marks or not, it's depend on the question, right? Let's ignore for now. Full marks. So based on this question, yeah, we can see that if the student attained 100, let's say we can run it and see, right? Uh, If you see, since the students scored full marks, yeah, it is true because the condition that we have put here, it's kind of comparison, right? It's comparing the score with this 100. Yeah, the score is equal to 100, then it is a passing score. Then it's a full mark, right? So that's why it's giving true. The student score full mark, yeah, it's true. And let's go for the not equal to case. The student score not equal to passing score. Oh, okay. So in this example, right, we are trying to check the student had passed, but it's actually just pass or something like exact mark of the passing score he has got, right? Uh, if that is equal to passing score, then it will return true. If it is not equal to passing score, sorry, if it is not equal to passing score, it will return true. Else it will return false, right? Let's take example of 35. Obviously, it's equal to passing score, it should return false, right? Yeah. Since score and passing score are same, since your condition is not equal to, it's comparing the score with the passing score is a not equal to condition. Obviously, it will return false. Let's make it 36, right? Then it will return true because 36 is not equal to 35. Obvious. Yeah. Yeah. I would have explained about this Boolean type in the previous one of the data type class where I didn't speak, but yeah, Boolean, it's kind of true or false statement. It just returns the state of that condition, whether the condition satisfied. If it is satisfied, it will return true. If the condition doesn't satisfy, it will return false. That's what it does. So that's what we are checking here. It's just a comparison check. Usually comparison will return Boolean data type. So yeah, so these are some of the examples that I want to cover. But yeah, I use some of the agentic suggestions. But yeah, it's fine for now. Later, I'll try to see how can I avoid that agentic solution so that you guys can also type it and see it, right? But yeah, it's useful as I see. It speeds up the process of work and the development as well. But yeah, it is useful. You can use it if it's our wish. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I just want to cover these things in this session. I'll try to cover some of the logical operators that we have in the Python. I'll try to check it and come back in the next session. What we are going to cover in the next session. Uh, yeah. Till the time, yeah. Thank you for seeing this video, guys. Till this time, and yeah. Take care. Bye.